You have to get to the point where you are not okay with people abusing you. Do you understand me? Don't let nobody abuse you. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if it's your wife, your husband, your mother, your father, your children, your fucking cousin, your friends. Don't let people abuse you. You got to get to the space where you're okay with cutting off motherfuckers who abuse you. And this is something that cracks me up in the black community, okay? We camaraderie and we give a round of applause for people who can take the most abuse because we think it's fucking funny. Because we like to use the story of slavery and how our ancestors went through fucking beatings and shit. Well, guess what? Slavery time is fucking over. Okay, we're in year 2022. You got a freedom of speech, a freedom of all this other shit. Which amendment is that? Is it the First Amendment? I don't know which fucking amendment it is. I'm saying all this to say, do not let people abuse you. And if you have been abused, if you are currently being abused, you need to do what you can do to escape the situation, get out of the situation. And let me tell you something. I'm going to go ahead and give a brief story. When I was in college, I wanted to be in a sorority, Delta Sigma Theta. I always wanted to be a Delta when I was in college. The amount of narcissism that I experienced when trying to be a Delta, I'm so grateful that I'm not a Delta. Because the Greek life has done nothing but separated my family. The Greek life has done nothing but, of course, they'll say they have a lot of benefits. But what point is it to lose your soul and you gain the whole world? Okay. Do you know the amount of abuse that people deal with to get online in these sororities and fraternities? They basically sell their soul. All right. And to anybody that's like, oh, I didn't sell my soul. Okay, you let somebody beat your ass. You let somebody fuck you in the ass. You suck some dick. You fucking betrayed your family. Okay. When I was in college, the Deltas didn't pick me up. Mind you, my college sweetheart, Gregory, me and him, when he first tried to talk to me, I didn't even want to talk to Gregory. I didn't even want to give Gregory no play. Why? Because I was still in love with Kaylin. Kaylin was my first sweetheart, okay? I didn't even want to give Gregory no play, but I gave Gregory play because me and Kaylin ended up going our separate ways because we both went to college and we like, okay, you here, I'm there. Kaylin started being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? He calling me with girls in his dorm room and shit like that. So I say all this to say, when Gregory started approaching me, I'm like, nah, I got somebody. I didn't talk to him for a long time, but when me and Kaylin finally broke up and Kaylin started dogging me, I'm like, shit, let me talk to Gregory, okay? Mind you, I was still a virgin at the time. So when I actually did lose my virginity, unfortunately, I caught an STD the first time I ever had sex. I caught chlamydia. Thank God it was something curable. And I thank God for abundance as well. You know, not too long ago, my refrigerator was on E and now it's on full. So I say all this to say you can bounce back and come back, but you cannot let people abuse you. And when you get to this point where you don't let people abuse you, your life becomes so much better. I say all this to say, no, the Deltas never picked me up. I asked Gregory, I said, are you fucking Sarah? I see him driving her car and shit like that. All for him to tell me, no, I'm not fucking her. That's just my spesh. I'm online with her. We got the same number. I'm just driving her car because her foot messed up. Come to find out they was fucking. Why was they fucking? Because I was a virgin. And what they say, what you want to do, another woman will, right? All the time while I was at Central State University, I tried to become a Delta. Did they ever pick me up? No. So my spirit stopped me. So one of my relatives, they stepped in and they ended up meeting this lady. This lady was supposed to help me become a Delta or whatever, but come to find out, she already knew they weren't going to pick me up. But her and my relative, they ended up fucking. They ended up getting married. And out of support from my relative, I went to the wedding. I supported that shit. I really didn't support it, but I supported it because I loved my relative at the time. Now I don't give a fuck. You know, I really don't give a fuck now. Excuse me. So anyway, at that time, they, you know, my relative and the lady, they met off strength of trying to help me become a Delta, but she already knew they weren't going to help me become a Delta. So my relative and the lady who went to my college that was a Delta from my school, they ended up getting married. The day of the wedding, my relative asked me, what did my mate do to you that's so bad, right? And my thing, I was looking at this whole thing like loyalty. You mean to tell me that you asking me what this person did to me that's so bad? You turn around and you married a person, right, from a chapter that wouldn't fuck with me. You marry a person from a chapter that wouldn't fuck with me. If that's not fucking betrayal, I don't know what the betrayal is. And for the longest, I've been keeping this shit under the rug. But I say all this to say, if anybody else pop up in my shit, if you pop up in my house and you don't pop up in my house with no peace, love, or light, I'm calling the police on your ass. You want to know why? Because I'm not catching a case for none of y'all niggas. And I'm not about to let none of y'all niggas get me in jail. My own personal relative tried to call the police on me when I came to her house to give my children a bath about 1.5 years ago. And they think I forgot this shit. I ain't forget shit. I'm not over here harping about my troubles. Spirit just gives me downloads and give me messages to put out there to say that you gotta stop letting people abuse you and thinking that it's okay to abuse you. Abuse is not normal. Okay? This shit is not normal. Do not let people come into your life, come into your mind and try to have you all tainted up. So I say all this to say the Deltas never picked me up. My relative and the fucking lady from my school who graduated from my college, who was a Delta at my college, they end up getting married. Okay? And I say all this to say, you got to understand that narcissists attract narcissists. I had to realize that my own relatives are narcissists. I had to realize that I was sent to fucking show people how to lead the fucking way, but motherfuckers didn't take me serious because they felt like, bitch, you not even in the position, bitch, you don't have no money, bitch, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have that. They judging me off of material shit, but they not focused on the spiritual. When I tell you now, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful now that I am not a part of Greek life. You want to know why? Because I'm a fucking individual. You know, a lot of Greeks like to say goddamn individuals or civilians, if you like to say. Yes, I'm a GDI. I'm a goddamn individual. I don't need no fucking Greek life to make me who I am. Because I'm that bitch by myself. I don't need a group of people to define, who the fuck I am. Right? So I say all this to say, you got to get to a point where you're okay and you're all right within yourself to stop letting people abuse you. This is the trick of the narcissist. See, narcissists, they'll probably know that you got a drinking problem or a smoking problem. They'll try to throw that shit up in your face like, oh, you still smoking weed? Oh, you still drinking? Oh, okay. That explains it. No, bitch. Stay in your fucking place. Stop trying to read my mind. Stop trying to, overstep your fucking boundaries. You got to be okay with not letting people abuse you, mentally fuck you, and mentally have you fucked up out here. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, and the motherfuckers who watch this shit, that know that this shit pertain to you, don't pop up in my shit no more without peace or love or light. Because if you pop up in my shit without peace, love, or light, I'm calling the police on your ass. And I'm not fucking playing with y'all. Test me if you want to. Test me if you want to. Either you not gonna get no response from me or I'm gonna call the police on your ass. And I'm not fucking playing. Because I'm to the point now, motherfuckers love to be like, oh, the Deltas didn't pick you up because you weren't humble. No, bitch. I was very humble. They didn't pick me up because they didn't fucking like me. They didn't pick me up because they fucking jealous hoes. And you turn around and you fucking marry the bitch who don't even fucking like me, my nigga. And you think that bitch is on your fucking side? Please. Please, 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 please. Please me. Spare me with the bullshit. Spare me with the details, okay? Because I'm so fucking tired when I tell y'all America was built on fucking narcissism, my nigga. This shit ain't no fucking, this shit just wasn't born to fuck yesterday. This shit been happening. The fuck you think, what's his name? Cain and Abel went through. What the fuck do you think fucking Jesus went through with the 12 disciples? Knowing that motherfuckers gonna turn on his ass. Especially if they got that fucking jab. They already part of the ops. You cannot let people abuse you. And when they come around, stand your ground. When they come around, don't be nice. When they come around, let me tell you something. Forgiveness is not the answer for narcissism. Period. It's not the fucking answer. It's not the fucking answer. And motherfuckers love to switch shit around, make it seem like, oh, she crazy, oh, she this, oh, she that. No, bitch, you're crazy. No, bitch, you need to get a fucking mental check. No, bitch, you need to check your fucking self. Because the same reason why you watching this and you fucking laughing, you're connected to a fucking narcissist. Your wife is a narcissist. Your husband is a narcissist. You want to know why? Because you are a fucking narcissist. You on pins and needles? You feel like you on eggshells? You got fucking plantar functionitis, motherfucker? It's because you're on fucking eggshells because your mate is a fucking narcissist. 9 times out of 10, you are a narcissist. Stop letting people abuse you and break the generational curse today. Break it now, break it now, break it now. Or motherfuckers gonna keep on stepping on you, motherfucker. Don't let people abuse you. Do not let people abuse you. Do not let people think it's okay to fucking abuse you. Yeah, they may think it's funny. Yeah, they may try to make a mockery of it. Do you know I had my fucking heart broke by a man that I love so much because he thought that some material shit shines brighter than me? And that nigga is over there fucking regretting it with that fucking karmic. But you know what? That's his problem. The same thing for some of my family members. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm not the scapegoat anymore. You can't blame shit on me anymore because I'm not around anymore. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting down here to break generational curses, to look out for my parents. But guess what? You can't keep people that don't want to be kept. Some people got to learn shit their own way. Stop letting people abuse you, period. And I want to finish out with this. I deserve the best because I am a child of God. I don't deserve the best because I'm better than anybody else. I deserve the best because I am God's child, and I deserve all of God's goodness. You got to understand God is love and love is God. What is God? What is love? God is love. God is love. God is love. God is love. Love is the highest vibrational frequency on the planet. And I refuse to be quiet. I refuse to back down. I refuse to let y'all get the best of me. I refuse to have you to allow you to make me catch a case. I refuse to let you get into my mental. I refuse and I rebuke that shit in the name of the Most High Source. Okay? Because you don't have no fucking power over here. And I say all this to say, do not allow people to make you catch a case. You have to say no to abuse. And in the black community, oh, that's okay. Yeah. No, the fuck it's not. Stop letting these narcissists get away with mental manipulation. They fucking tactics to have you running on eggshells. You know what I'm saying? Old good friend of mine tried that shit. And now you over there in fucking misery or whatever you doing because you thought some 3D shit was better than a 5D shit. You chose that bed. You gotta lay in it. If you're an empath like me and you got a good heart, they play on that shit because they know you got a good heart. They know that you weak for them. That's why you got to stand strong and keep doing what the fuck you got to do. Change your address if you need to. Change your number if you need to. Stop letting these motherfuckers ruin your fucking life, period. And see, forgiveness is not the answer with a narcissist. I don't even care if it's your parents. Now you're not even your parents' child. You are God's child. And you will notice because even the day before my twin's birthday, I sent out a mass text message to people who matter most to me. Like, hey, it's a new year, da-da-da-da. That was a room for you the next day for you to tell my twins happy birthday. Y'all didn't do none of that shit. So don't expect for me to tell you happy birthday when the fucking time comes around for your birthday or any shit. I'm done. I cut off every fucking body, bruh. And I don't regret that shit. Because you want to know why? My supply is unlimited. My abundance is unlimited. And it will never be stopped. Because y'all some fucking haters and y'all claim that y'all love me. How the fuck can you raise your kids and tell your children that you want your children to grow up to be unstoppable, to grow up to be this, to grow up to be that, to grow up to break generational curses? Then they grow up to actually do that shit and you get mad because you feel like, bitch, who the fuck you trying to outshine? I'm not trying to outshine nobody. I'm just trying to do the shit that was never given to me. Period.